right, here we go. Back in action tonight. The Choice Inc. Modified Tour. Your pole sitter, Jamie Kephart, and that trash band, the Choice Inc. Esports Machine. The two of Joshua out of Indiana tonight. Monroe in that three-spot, owner and operator of Broken Axle Motorsports. The four of Rafe. The five of Divers for Chaos. The six of Billy Van Meter, your owner and operator of Chaos Motorsports. The seven of Brandon tonight. Mike Donald in that number 8 spot. Rick Kelly in the 9. The 10 of Ty. 11 of James Kirby out here tonight. Smolden going to bring it home in that number 12 spot. The 13 going to Ballard. 14 to Billy O. Smith back there. The 15 going to Joshua B. Lloyd Moore back there in the number 16 spot. And the 17 going to Chris Beavers for Flowers Motorsports tonight. Take a look at the conditions coming into Bristol. It's a cool one. 74 degrees, 8% chance of rain, clear, and 5-mile-an-hour winds. And big thanks again to ChoiceIncCT.com. Check them out for all their custom needs. All right. Well, that's that. We got a huge field out here tonight. Big time. Jamie Kephart, the dirt man, all the way up to the front here. They're waiting on Joshua. It looks like he missed the grid. So unfortunately for him, his night will start in the pits. Rafe there also. There's Divers, Van Meter. Everybody out here tonight. So a huge pack of cars as these guys get situated and ready to go here. Sound is up. It's about as high as I can get it, boys. So hopefully you guys will be able to hear them guys ready to go out here. Rafe's going to move on up to that spot there. And they're going to close that gap right there. Very simple. So Jamie Kephart on the pole here tonight. Great run there from Mr. Dirtman himself. Struggled last night in the street stocks and totally redeeming himself here in the Tour Mods tonight. The outside of him, he's going to have Rafe sliding up a spot there in the 18 for the Capsule of Time Broken Axle team. And there's the owner there back there. A couple owners on the second row. There's Anthony Monroe for Broken Axle and Billy Van Meter for Chaos. Joshua Divers, there's McDonald, Ty, Brandon, all these guys out here tonight. So a huge turnout. Guys ready to go here tonight at Bristol. Pace car is going to come in this time. Jamie Kephart is going to set us free at Bristol. I'll pop that tower on and off the screen here so we can kind of get a bigger view of everybody here. But right now, that's what we got. Here we go. Jamie Kephart, the control car, pace car's in. Let's go racing at Bristol, Choice Inc. Modified style. Good start right there from him as he's out front early. Anthony Monroe, Rafe second there, battling it out for second and third. In the middle of the pack right now, McDonald trying to find his way home here. Everybody trying to collect that $20 giveaway for random here tonight. Lloyd Moore, Chris Beavers, and Joshua back there coming out of the pits. Great battle right here is the 23 and the 18 neck and neck. That's Van Meter and Rafe. But up front, it's Jamie Kephart trying to hold off Anthony Monroe. Anthony Monroe digging here in Bristol in the 82 Voodoo Graphics machine. And, whoo, man, I tell you, he got real close to Kephart right there. A lot more closer than anybody wanted to get as we're green through 3 of 75 in the books here. Billy Van Meter now crossing it up on the bottom side here as he works his way underneath the 18 of Rafe. Van Meter's got his teammate, Joshua Divers, right behind him. Contact made there. Nerf bars touching between the 23 and the 18. Divers down low there, and 18 hard up into the wall and damn near came down into Divers as he's able to maintain that vehicle. And I tell you what, living on the edge with these boys up front. Rick Kelly there in the mix there. Smolden and Ballard. There's Lloyd Moore in the number 10. Joshua, James Kirby, Billy O. Smith, and Chris Beavers out here tonight. Back up to the front. It's a great battle between the 82 of Anthony Monroe and Jamie Kephart. As long as Anthony can keep that momentum down low, we'll see what Jamie's going to do up on the high side. McDonald and the boys in some traffic. The 18 bouncing back. He's able to maintain that and keep it rolling on the bottom. Jamie Kephart still your leader. 7 of the 75 in the books right now. We got a dandy underway. Anthony Monroe in that number 2 spot there. Trying to chase down Jamie Kephart. It's the boogeyman for Choice Inc. Van Meter, Divers, McDonald, and Ty round out your top 5. Your top 6 guys running away with the show right now. Good battle right here. Rick Kelly and And Brandon door to door right here. Those guys just became teammates tonight and didn't even know it. Justin Smolden right there in the mix also, and behind him, he's got Ballard in the 4, so, and the 4 makes contact there with the 18, and, well, unfortunately, they're still rolling, so it looks like no problem there, as the 18 is going to have to get up and off the track. Get off the track. There you go. Right there, the 82 with a good battle on that bottom, as he tries to make the pass on Jamie Kephart. No caution out there. Anthony Monroe, a tight battle here as Van Meter closing the gap also. He's in that number 3 spot. And they closing it way down right there. Ballard's going to come in the pits also, and saw what happened there as he went up and off the wall and right down in the Rafe. But a great battle up front. Jamie Kephart, your leader. Anthony Monroe in the 2. Van Meter in the 3. Joshua Divers in the 4. And here comes McDonald. He's in the top 5, and what a battle we got with your top 5. They're running away. Ty back there trying to keep up. Rick Kelly closing that gap. There's Brandon Lloyd Moore, Joshua. There's Kirby and Billy O. Smith and Chris Beavers also out here tonight. So Anthony Monroe still digging there as he's got Van Meter cruising up on the high side here. Saving a little bit of tires there. Anthony's been rolling the bottom in pretty good. We'll see if he's able to make it stick there. 15 of the 75 in the books, and Van Meter's coming for Kephart. Ain't seen these boys duke it out in quite a while. Jamie's always been a pleasure to watch him run on asphalt, so now he's got the man behind him, Billy Van Meter tonight. 16 of 75 in the books. We're cooking them off here at Bristol. Guys coming out of the pits right now trying to work their way back out on the track with them fresh tires. Boogeyman, Billy Van Meter, Anthony Monroe, Josh Divers, and McDonald. Woo, what a tight one right there. Rick Kelly, Smolden, Brandon Lloyd Moore, Rick Kelly, and Joshua right there all mixing it up. But what a battle we got right here. Billy Van Meter, the Edco Welding 23 team, ready to go. 19 of the 75, and Anthony's playing with danger there right up to the bumper. You see Joshua Divers also trying to get up here and make a pass on him here. Divers currently sitting in that number 4 spot for Chaos. Jamie Kephart right now feeling the pressure. Van Meter looking a little low there that time. Not going to make the move as he tries to go a little bit low here. Kephart leaving that gap down there. Van Meter's going to have to find some speed here. He's going to bring out that inner 23. Caution out on the speedway. First one of the night here. We got some action here. Let's see what we got. Caution coming out on the speedway here in just a second. Gonna find out exactly what happened here. Oh man, so it's on this guy right here. Let's bounce it up, bounce here. Sorry about that. That one's gonna be on Brandon here. It looks like he gets onto the apron there. And all right, that was on Brandon there, or Brandon, yeah, Brandon there, getting up into the wall there, and unfortunately nowhere for Lloyd Moore to go. So that's the first one tonight on Brandon. All right, well, there you have it. Cautions, precautions, 22 of the 75 in the books. We bring out caution number 1. Jamie Kephart still the man out front here. Billy Van Meter in the 2. Anthony Monroe, Joshua, Michael McDowell, Rick Kelly, Kirby, and the boys back there trying to get themselves situated. And Josh, all these guys. Lucky Dog coming high right now. Rafe working his way out there. Good stuff. All right. Yeah, Rafe with a good save earlier in this race. We saw that accident happen where I believe it was Ballard got up into the wall there, and unfortunately when he came down, it tagged Rafe, and Rafe with an amazing save. That was pretty awesome to see. So, all right, first caution of the night. You know, we're at lap 24. We'll probably fire them up about lap 25 here. We'll see who's going to come into the pits. If anybody. It looks like a lot of these guys want to stay out. The Van Meter, Anthony, Divers, all these guys. Josh going to come down pits right now, and Brandon also, and looks like Rafe too. So these guys will come in, grab some service, and we'll let them come out of the pits. Next time by, we'll go green. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Clear it up. There we go. There we have it. Not bad so far, Bristol. I mean, we haven't, yeah, you got it. Yep. Yeah, no worries. Let's get it here, boys. Good luck. All right. Jamie Kephart, Billy Van Meter out front. That was a battle right there, man. Anthony Monroe tagging it up there. Divers right here. McDonald up there in the top 5. At this point, it's anybody's race, man. It really is. So, looks like everybody's off pit road here. Once the pace car goes around here and gets us up here, we'll let them go P1 to the green next time by. If they don't shut them off, we'll shut them off. So we'll see what happens here. They may shut them off right here. If they don't, I will shut them off. We'll see what's going to happen this time by. So I just want to make sure everybody got cycled through. Everything happened the way it needed to. But not bad, though. We had a good run there of caution free. Unfortunate for Lloyd there. It got caught up into that. Nothing that Lloyd Moore could have done differently there. He was running his line. Brandon touched the apron. And one of those situations, the wrong place at the wrong time. All right. Lights off the pace car right now. There we go. Okay, perfect. So, Boogeyman, Kephart, front row. Divers, McDonald, let's go. All right, guys, let's take it easy on this restart here. No point in really getting too aggressive. Tire spin's probably going to be a thing, so just be careful and watch your neighbor. Let's go. All right, Jamie Kephart, going to have that control here. Once they get fired off, that pace car will come off, and we'll see where he's going to start Bill. Bill's up on the high side right there. 82 back there of Anthony Monroe and that beautiful Voodoo graphics. All these guys trying to get themselves tagged up right now. Not trying to hit each other on purpose, but, you know, that's the mercy of the start here. Jamie with a good start, as you see there. Anthony right there underneath him. And looks like Van Meter, not sure what happened with him there. Maybe his VR disconnected, but what a huge mistake from the 23. It damn near took out everybody behind him. We'll hear about that one later on the internet. So right now, Van Meter up to the number 6 spot, but it's Anthony Monroe in the 2 chasing down Jamie Kephart with a huge lead after that big mess up from Van Meter on that restart. McDonald now up to the 4. James now into the 5. He's up 6 spots. He's one of your big movers with Lloyd Moore. Up 7 spots here tonight at Bristol. Right after this race, we got the 87s at the Old Atlanta coming up. Well, we're going to get through Bristol here. 30 of the 75 in the books right now. Jamie Kephart, your leader. Anthony Monroe in the 2. Divers in the 3. Michael McDonald in that number 4 spot. James Kirby working his way back up there. Billy Van Meter also in the mix here. So Billy right now trying to hang on to that high side. I don't know what happened. His VR man fell off his face. Anything could have happened there. I have no idea. It just got crazy. There's Smolden, Billy O. Smith, Chris Beavers, and Joshua all getting crazy back here in the back right now. So things getting dicey for the 13 and the 36 as you see him up into the wall. And he's able to maintain control of that vehicle. Boogeyman out to a huge lead right now as Anthony Monroe's trying to drag him in. Billy Van Meter to the inside here. He's now back up to the number 5 spot. Tyat coming right there with the bottom here. That number 5 for the Capsule at TimeLLC.com motorsports team. He's got it willing here. Caution out on the speedway. Joshua up and around. See what we got here. Cautions, precautions with the 34. Got right here. Okay, so up front here. Looks to be like the 13 here. 13 got up into the wall here. That's going to be Billy O. Smith, we believe, here as he just, boom. All right, that was on the 13 of Billy O. Smith getting up into the wall there, and obviously nowhere for Rafe to go, so first one of the night for Billy O. Smith. All right, moving to the tail end of the field there, and we'll get these guys situated. That was a tough break right there, man. Well, that's caution number 2 here, 36 of the 75 in the books here. We'll see who's going to come in, grab some pits, grab some fresh tires. Looks like a lot of these guys down here right now working their way into the pits. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure what happened with this car there. You've seen it right here. Just kind of drove it down there and not sure. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it looks like he's going to call it a night there. All right, so there's the Boogeyman. Right now, trying to work his way up there. He's going to come down pits. Anthony Monroe going to come down the pits. Lloyd Moore going to go ahead and stay out. All right, interesting move for Lloyd Moore into number 10, man. Nothing wrong with it. Veteran driver. He's been around the block. He knows what to do up front, so we'll see how that works for him. Justin Smolden right there with him. Ty going to stay out. Rick Kelly also. So 4 guys going to go ahead and stay out while these other guys are going to come in and grab some fresh tires. It's definitely going to shake things up as our second caution of the night. Lap 37 of the 75. It's anybody's race here tonight, man. Anything can happen. It's Bristol, buddy. It's absolute Bristol. Oh, yeah, 100%. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, anything can happen here. But Lloyd Moore and that number 10 going to go ahead and stay out. Smolden right there with him. And it shows me that Monroe is working his way up there right now as Billy and all these guys are looking back here trying to get themselves situated and trying to find out where they need to go. And Anthony Monroe sliding up also. So we'll let the pace car sort these guys out. We're not going to rush the start here. Ty there, Rick Kelly, James, and Boogeyman. So interesting here how this is going to go. So Ballard 4 laps down. Smith out. Josh in the pits. Other Joshua is out of this one here. So, and Rafe in the pits. So a lot of damage for some of these guys here that are going to be in the pits for quite a while. All right, lights off the pace car. Here we go. All right, Lloyd, you can go anytime you want. Once that pace car veers to the left, you decide when you want to go. As long as it's starting to turn to the left, you can go whenever you want. All right. Giving Lloyd a breakdown. It's been a while since I've seen him up there on the front row with a restart, so I want to give him a fair opportunity at striking up the field here. All right, here we go. Lloyd Moore on the 10. Justin Smolden to 203 on the outside.
Green flag, green flag.
Pretty good start right there for the 10. Smolden right there with him. Ty and Rick Kelly also in the mix. So everybody kind of hanging together. Guys coming out of the pits here, living on the edge back there in the back. But up in the front, Lloyd Moore with a great battle here. And oh, Ty rolls it. What a save. He's able to save it on the bottom of the track. What a move there. And oh my God, what do we got here? We got a caution out on the speedway here. Let's take a look at what we got here. Oh man. That's on Billy O. Smith. All right, that's on Billy O. Smith getting down into the 10. Second one of the night, bro. You're done. All right, let's get it going here. That was the second one of the night. That puts him on the trailer. Line him back up and go where we need to go. yeah, ouch. Yeah, he gets down into the 10, and unfortunately for Lloyd, that's rough for Lloyd, man. You hate to see it. All right, well, caution out. Third one of the night. That took it away. So Rick Kelly there also, and you saw Rafe. Rafe was involved in an accident there also. I'm not sure what happened with him. We'll rewind it back here so you're getting ready to pull out here in just a second. It'll show us here. Looks like he came out. Was it Rafe here? I thought maybe it was, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. There was a car there that was in the pits. I didn't know what happened. So. All right, so there we go. So Smolden got back out there. Lloyd Moore has to come down the pits and get that thing repaired, unfortunately for him. Tough break. You hate to see it, but like I said, cautions do breed cautions. And you're going to have that in racing. So 44 of the 75 in the books. Oh, absolutely. Justin Smolden, Rick Kelly, Billy Van Meter, Anthony Monroe, James Kirby, Boogeyman, Brandon McDonald, Chris Beavers, Joshua. Lloyd Moore, still in the pits here tonight. So good looking run here so far for Smolden. Because a lot of these guys had to come in and get service done, man. Unfortunately, tough break there. They're working their way up right now. So lights will go off the pace car next time by. As she get everybody singled back out where they need to be. Lloyd Moore still in the pits there. Unfortunately, probably does not have a fast repair. He probably had to use it. Same with Rave. So he was running good. Good strong night for Lloyd right there. Unfortunately for him, you know, like I said, you're going to have things that you can't control happen some nights. And unfortunately for him, that happened there with the expense of Billy O. Smith losing it there. And right down into him he goes. So, all right, well, lights off the pace car. Here we go. Justin Smolden, Rick Kelly, front row. Second row, well, it's Billy Van Meter and Anthony Monroe. James Kirby back there, Boogeyman, Brandon, Michael, Chris Beavers, Joshua Divers, and the rest of the guys in the pits. So 10 cars out there on the track right now. The rest of the boys in the pits are getting cleaned up or doing something. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You want to count them out there. It looks like they're rolling. So here we go. Justin Smolden in that Eagle 1 203. See what he can do for Choice Inc. here tonight.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag out. Good start for Smolden. You see Rick Kelly following suit. Anthony Monroe on the high side there. Rick Kelly beating and banging right there. Anthony going up to the high side, and he'll park it up there and be in that number P4 spot right now. Good battle right there. Jamie Kephart, your pole setter here tonight, moving back a little bit, but him and Kirby side by side also. Great battle all night long here with all these drivers up front. Looks like Van Meter's trying to make the move on Rick Kelly here. Letting Rick know, hey, I'll wreck my grandma for a championship, and he puts him so far up the wall there. He gave Monroe room to slip in there. So Kirby back there also trying to find his way around, and well, quite frankly, they're all chasing Smolden. Smolden, your leader in the 203. Rick Kelly right there on the backside. He's got Kirby knocking on the door. Boogeyman also right there with him. So Rick Kelly right now in a swarm, a nest of cars. McDonald right there also in the mix. McDonald sitting in that number 7 spot in the 84 with 24 laps left to go here in the Choice Inc. Modified Tour at Bristol. Things are heating up here. Justin Smolden, your leader. Billy Van Meter back there in the 2. Anthony Monroe in the 3. Monroe right there, I tell you, close call. Oh, man, big pile up back here in the back. We got cars tumbling. And looks like Joshua Divers up and on his lid here. Let's take a look at what happened here. Oh, boy. Let's go up here and take a look at what happened. So we're riding with McDonald here. Pull up the shot blimp. Oh, looks like he just gets into the back of Kephart here. Rolls right into him here. Let's see what he gets here. Boom, just rolls him in. And then tries to straighten him back out, and unfortunately, that's going to be that. All right, that was on McDonald. First one of the night, getting into the back of Kephart there. Nowhere else for anybody to go with a huge checkup. First one of the night on McDonald. All right. That is that. He's going to come down into the pits, and that's going to be our 4th caution here tonight. With 21 laps left to go, it's going to be more like 18 once we actually go green here. So, yeah, it just gets right up into the back of Kephart there. Kephart with a good job of trying to save it. McDonald tried to straighten him back out, but unfortunately it caused a huge crash behind him with Joshua Divers also landing on his lid. So, rough night there for Divers also. All right, well, that's that. So we'll see how this is going to work out here, and we'll see exactly what we got. Oh, absolutely. So right now, Smolden out front, Billy Van Meter, Anthony Monroe, Rick Kelly, Kirby, Brandon, and Jamie Kephart in the top 7. Chris Beavers coming down the pits right now. Ballard back out of the pits. Divers, I think he may have already used a fast repair, but he is waiting for a tow. So, unfortunately for him, he may be in there for a little bit. Lloyd Moore out of this one also. So, a couple of guys getting caught up into some mayhem accidents here at Bristol tonight. But we do have the 87s coming up next, right after this, at Old Atlanta, 40-lap shootout over there. That'll be a fun one. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. All right, Billy Van Meter, Anthony Monroe. Yeah, we could definitely get you in on the Demolition Derby. Yes, sir. That's under hosted, so it'll be up right after the 87s. Rick Kelly there, James Kirby, and Brandon. Yeah, no problem. Boogeyman and Chris Beavers ready to go here. So, looks like the lights will go off the pace car this time by. We'll let them loose here to try to finish out the night at Bristol in the Choice Inc. Modified Tour. There is no password. It's open for everybody. It's not a league thing. It's open for everybody. Yep. All right. Let's see what they got here. Smolden, Van Meter, Anthony Monroe, Rick Kelly, and Kirby. Your top 5. Good to see Kirby back in action. He raced with us a while back. Got back into the racing in IRL, and then things get busy, and it's a pleasure having him back out here. So good to see Kirby back out here. Same with Joshua Ebert back there. He was running with us earlier in the season, and IRL things happen. It's fall time, so the boys are ready to get back into some league racing. So we'll see what's happening. All right, Smolden, Van Meter. Smolden better have a good restart here. All right, green flag right there. There you go. Van Meter in that 2 spot. The 3 of Anthony Monroe getting a good jump start there from Kirby. Back there in the back, Rick Kelly. Dicing it up with old Boogeyman. And, oh, man, we got a caution out on the speedway here. Not sure what happened here, but we got Smolden turned around on the track here. Let's take a look at what happened with Smolden. And that gets the bump there. That's going to be on Billy Van Meter into the back of Justin Smolden. First one of the night. All right, you see it right there. It just gives him the old boom-to-roo there. So I'm not sure if Van Meter wasn't expecting him to slow down that much and just got into him there. But yeah, tough break there for old Van Meter there. So he'll be going to the back end of the field here. That's going to slide Anthony Monroe, your leader in that Voodoo Graphics 82. Working his way up there. Kirby there in that number 2 spot. Rick Kelly into 3 now. The tough break right there is Van Meter. I don't think he was anticipating Smolden to be that, I don't want to say slow, but maybe not moving as quickly in the center of the turn there, and just overshot the power and got back into him there. So unfortunately for Smolden and Van Meter, that's rough. All right, so Anthony Monroe out front for Broken Axle Motorsports. CapsulaTimeLLC.com and Voodoo Graphics on the side of that machine there. So if you're looking for paint schemes and looking for a great painter, look no further than Voodoo Graphics. Get with John over there. He'll take good care of you, man. Good guy. Rick Kelly back there in that number 3 spot for Chaos. And like I said, Kirby's sitting right there in the middle, man. He's back in action. He's finding himself in the number 2 spot. And he's moved up 9 spots to get there. So he ain't messing around. Kirby in the 22. Getting it done here tonight so far. Boogeyman, he started first tonight. He's back in that number 4 spot. And top 5 here with Brandon getting signed up, ready to go. Chris Beavers for Flowers Motorsports looking at another top 10 here. He's your big mover. He's up 11 spots. Chris Beavers up to 11 spots here tonight. All right. Well, things are going to get interesting here. We got our 5th caution at Bristol. We expected it to be a lot of cautions. We ran the first 35 laps-ish green flag, and then things got a little choppy near the end there. So we'll see how this is going to work. Smolden in the pits, so he's got a torn-up race car there. Is Van Meter back there in that number 7 spot right now. So a lot of guys out here, a lot of torn-up race cars, but hey, 5th caution. Not a bad one. We put up a goal for the guys tonight. We said if we get 2 or less, we'll do a $20 drawing, and unfortunately, we exceeded that by 3. I should have said 6, maybe. But it's no worries. So Anthony Monroe on the inside, James Kirby out there also. All right, same deal on the restarts here, man. Like I said, it's your go, Monroe, whenever you choose to. When that pace car goes off, you can go whenever you want. So as soon as it veers to the left, you can hit the pedal. Just don't check out my field. All right, let's go. All All right, Anthony Monroe giving the signal there. Kirby on the outside of him. Rick Kelly and Boogeyman out there on the outside. 12 to go. We're going to have a shootout here to the end. If we got a prediction in the chat of how many more cautions we're going to have, I'm going to go with 0. All right, good start right there. Smooth sailing for Anthony. He's got to hold off the pack behind him now. Can he do it? Rick Kelly and the dogs are digging. Boogeyman now up to the top 3. A lot of action all the way across the board here. But up front, it's the 82 of Anthony Monroe and the Voodoo Graphics. Capsule of time. Can he do it? 10 laps left to go. Kirby digging right behind him. Jamie Kephart on that high side, battling with Rick Kelly on the inside. 9 more laps around the track. It's going to be the longest 9 laps of Monroe's life. Contact made there, but nothing out of the ordinary. Oh, boy, we got him at the bottom of the track. Caution out on the speedway. Rick Kelly. Around he goes like a top. Here we go. Let's take a look here. What we got? Oh, Rick comes down there and puts the nose there. That's on Rick Kelly putting the back end right there on Kephart. Nothing he could have done about it. First one of the night, Rick Kelly. Quick shot McGraw right there. Puts it on the nose here. Watch this. Boom. Puts it right there. Boom. Put it right there on the nose, man. Nowhere for Kephart to do anything about. Oh, man. Just parks it right there. That's tough. That's a tough call, too, man. It really is. He gets a little bit loose with it coming out of the corner. Tightens it up, and then there's nowhere for Kephart to go. Tough break right there. You hate to see it. But at least he's not going to go too far back. Let's be real. So he's still going to be on the lead lap here. He's still going to be on the lead lap right there. So nothing that any of these guys could have done differently. Anthony Monroe, the man out front. Kirby in that number 2 spot. Boogeyman into 3. Brandon there. Van Meter, Beavers, Rick Kelly. So Rick Kelly did receive the EOL. He's only going to go back 4 spots from where he was at because a lot of the guys are off of the lead lap here. So he's going to come in and grab some service. Smart move, probably come in and grab some tires here as we're going to let it cycle through. And that'll be that. So Anthony Monroe, still the man out front here. Kirby in that number 2 spot. Boogeyman into 3. He's going to look for a good restart here, man. He's going to need it. So Rick Kelly coming down the pits right here and going to grab some tires. It's a smart move to do. He's not a lap down. He's only 8 spot in the 8th spot. The EOL puts him a few spots back there. So not a whole lot that, you know, can go. So we'll see what happens here as things are getting dicey. But we'll see what's going to happen. All right. No. Dude, I have no idea. Like I said, it's one of the things where lights will go off the pace car. We still got guys coming down the pit road right here. We got Van Meter. We got Smalden. There's Divers. Rafe, he's still sitting in there. So one more time. So Anthony Monroe out front. Kirby into 2. Boogeyman into 3. Brandon into 4. And Billy Van Meter in that 5 spot here. All right. He's trying to get up there and get stuff situated right now. Looks like they got it cleared out. So it looks like Kelly didn't even lose that many spots there with that accident. Went back 3 spots from where he was at. So, all right, lights will go off the pace car this time by. There we go. All right, here we go. All right. All right, boys, let's put on a strong finish here, man. 3 laps to go. Let's put on a damn good show here near the end. Let's finish it strong. All right, so there we go. Anthony Monroe, same deal. He's going to be on him for this restart. Kirby on the high side of him. Brandon, Boogeyman, and Van Meter, your top 5. Here we go. Let's see what we got. All right, good start right there. Anthony Monroe. Can he hold him off for 2 laps? Kirby going to be digging behind him. Looks like Smolden going to the inside there. Excuse me, Kephart. Rolling that inside in right there. Brandon up to the high side. White flag out this time by Anthony Monroe holding on to it. We got cars wrecking in the back. But up front, you're going to have it. Anthony Monroe's going to win it here tonight. Kirby into 2, Boogeyman into 3. Good stuff. Give me Monroe, Kirby, Kephart, front row. Post race interviews coming up next. Good run, boys. Are you kidding me? I mean, what was that bullshit? Don't ever do that again. If I ever see you roll into somebody like that again, I'm removing you. Like, what is this shit? I will straight up remove somebody for doing that, man. Like, come on. All right, where's Kephart? Is he working his way over there? All right, let's do it. All right, let's see what they got here. All right, let's get over here and do that. Let's get this interview rolling. All right, let me fix this. Go here and go there. All right, here we go. Let's start off with the 3rd place driver out here tonight, Jamie Kephart. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, good run out there tonight, man. Dominating performance as you were trying to hold on there. You qualified first, slipped back to P3, but you're able to survive a lot of these cautions out here tonight. 17 tour mods out here rolling strong, but you're in the P3, man. Break down the race here tonight.
Yeah, man, we had a good strategy. We pitted, took tires, took fuel. It was probably good. We were good just for the end. I had to check up early on that first restart, I believe. I had a couple cars spin out in front of us, Van Meter and I think Monroe or Rick Kelly, one of the two. I think they was able to get by us, so we lost a couple spots trying not to trash the car. Got collected by Kelly there for a second. But yeah, I mean, it's been a hot minute, so I'll definitely take a P3 in this. Worked our way back up to the front somewhat, and just ran out of time. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, absolutely damn good fun out there tonight. Who do you want to thank tonight, Kephart?
I thank my team, Choice Inc. Esports, Trash Panda Mafia, Scrub Hugger Graphics, Mr. Blake Dole for doing awesome graphics. Check them out. And appreciate you, Hawk, Boss Contracting, all the sponsors that make this happen. Thank all you guys. Appreciate it.
There you have it, Jamie Kephart, P3 here tonight at Bristol. Went over now to James Kirby in that number 2277 on the car. James, you got a copy?
10-4.
Hey, good run out here tonight. Pleasure having you back out here racing strong with us. We know you did the IRL thing, and good to see you back out here ready to go in the Winter Series. Up 9 spots from where you qualified tonight. You definitely had the thing rolling here. Maybe a few more laps you needed to get old Monroe here. That caution not coming out because you guys were screaming up behind him there, and then the late caution pretty much ended it there with the green-white checkered. And, man, break down your race here tonight.
Yeah, I had good speed in practice, but unfortunately I had a terrible qualifying run, and I was able to drive up through the pack and took tires around lap 30, and I think I had something for Monroe, but the late yellows held me back from getting it done, but it's all right. Had a good race. Thanks for Nighthawk for letting me come back and run with you guys. I had a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was telling these boys, man. Some guys got to take off for IRL, and then they come back in the winter, and it's always a pleasure. So, great run, James, again out here P2 tonight. And who do you want to thank, bud?
Just Nighthawk for letting me run, and Brown's Oil Service for sponsoring me, and Sunoco Race Fuels.
Awesome work. There you have it. James Kirby getting it done here tonight. P2 at Bristol in his return. All right, went over now to your race winner out of Texas. And that Voodoo Graphics 82, Anthony Monroe, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Hey, good run out here tonight, man. Up 2 spots. We had that broken axle machine on a rail here late. Once you got up to the front, these boys couldn't catch you, man. So break down your race here for us.
Yeah, I noticed early on that the tire was going to be an issue. Once these tires started to warm up, the car wanted to push, and you couldn't run that bottom as good as I wanted to, so I was having to back off, which allowed James to kind of catch up there to me, but I was able to put power down and come off. These things are really, really hard to run door to door in. I looked up there and I saw Billy, and had Smolden get into it, and I was like, oh, this ain't going to be good, but I was able to get through. So, all in all, it was a good night.
Yeah, absolutely. Damn good night tonight. Congratulations again on the big win here at Bristol. And who's some great sponsors you want to thank tonight?
Of course, CapsuleTimeLLC.com, Voodoo Graphics, 614 Design, 614 Setups, Keyword Offshore Services, Backwoods Vacation Rentals, and MR Equipment.
Absolutely. There you have it. Anthony Monroe picking up the big win here tonight in the Choice Inc. Modified Tour at Bristol. James in the 2 and Boogeyman going to round out your top 3. Great work, guys.